How many people are in the world today?
Let me check on that. Here's what I found on the web for how many people are in the world today.
7.5 billion people. 7.5 billion. The first day's 1, and then it's doubled each time. So 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, 128, 256.
And what are we trying to find out?
How many days it would take for it to get to 7.5 billion? So 35 days. 35 if everybody told one person in one day.
In 35 days, the whole world would know.
Yes, if everybody did that, but that won't happen because everybody, once it gets higher up, people who they might have, like all their friends that they might want to enroll, would already know about it.
35 days.
If all goes as planned, yes. 35 days, but I doubt everything would go as planned, but if you did make it, I would think it would take like a year.
Like realistically speaking.
Yeah, if you ever do it. Maybe not, I doubt ever, because, like there's some spots where there's not. I think it's North Korea. People aren't allowed to go on the internet there because like they like, what's it called, where like the one person like rules everything and nobody
A dictator?
Yes, a dictator. They have a dictatorship there, and then and they don't want their people to know that much for some reason. Yeah, I don't think it's even possible though.
No.
I think you could get a ton of people if you worked at it a while. Like you get a few 100,000 people.
Would you be proud of Mama if I can start something and it grows
Yes.
into a movement?
Yeah, like 100,000 even would be very, very, very impressive. You should have milestones.
Okay, what is our first milestone, sweetie?
1,000 subscribers.
10 people. And some people might not even like the idea, so that's another possibility.
True.
Where it's just like a loose end.
Yeah, true.
Traveling. Loose ends. Loose ends. And plus, once you start, you're going to have like at least 5 people at the start because you have friends.
We're going to celebrate our first milestone,
Which is 10.
which is 10. And what is the second milestone?
100. 100. 1,000. 10,000. 100,000. 1 million. 2 million. 3 million. 4 million. 5 million. 6 million. 7 million. 8 million. 9 million. 10 million. 15 million. 20 million. 25 million. 50 million. 100 million. That's all I got right now. 200 million. You'll be famous, Mom. Famous.
Are we going to be rich too?
Well, if you're doing it on YouTube, well then people will probably watch it, then show it to people, and then that'll be watching again, and then they'll show it to more people. And then, yeah, so you might make money off that, but yeah. I mean, I don't know. Just you're trying to get people involved in like what you didn't explain it well to me, okay? You just like said that you wanted to gather people to do something, but you never told me what.
That's awesome, Mishka. Thank you for giving me that feedback because that gives me the opportunity to share it again.
Just tell me.
I want to gather as many people as possible.
Yeah, I get that part. For what? I just want to know for what.
That believe that positive change is positive. No, not positive. Possible. Do you know the expression be the change?
If nobody knows what you're trying to change, nobody's gonna care.
True.
They don't know what you want, so just throw it off the desk. What do you want to get accomplished? You have to decide that before you can do any of this stuff for,
What I am trying to accomplish, Mishka, is that people get involved in visualizing a future that they want.
Just asking people to, think of whatever they want and then work together with a bunch of people to do whatever that is.
Precisely.
Yeah, but you gotta be more specific, cause
What I think is positive change may not be positive change to somebody else. So what do you consider positive change?
No.
What kind of world do you want to live in?
This one's just fine. Thank you very much. You have to have something that everybody can relate to and work towards. Okay? Because then if you do whatever you are gonna do, then it's just gonna be tons of different things. That everything is gonna be like a very weak thing unless you have like a focal point where like it masses and everybody's trying to work towards, because we need like one main thing to work towards. You need a focal point, Mom.
What do you think is most important in the world?
I don't know, you're running the operation.
How about love and peace and happiness?
Yeah, it's several different things.
So out of those,
Happiness is biased. You choose to be happy. So if everybody's so it's like really, so happiness just shouldn't really count. Because like really, you could just be like, okay, because like you just decide if you're happy or not. Not what like some person off the internet thinks is happy.
would you say that if everybody would just love their life and
Yeah,
enjoy
but
their life?
That's very vague. That is extremely vague. And like that's not really one thing, because it's just like everything, really. Like it's very vague one. You have to be more specific. Like what you're coming up with is like very generalized things. And then there's no center points that everybody has in common.